back to whatever this is. Today I am bringing you my fast, fall, fresh, free face. But yeah, this is a look that I've been doing a lot recently. It is nothing innovative, nothing new, but it is very fast and very easy. And I feel like for the amount of time it takes, you look like you spent a lot more. Like, I don't know, I feel a lot more pulled together. Like, wow, I am a human being. Do you have a checking and a savings account? Looks like it. I mean, really what it is it's just a little thing I like to call distracting them with my giant mouth, which I do both with and without lipstick. That sounded dirtier. I meant like I talk a lot, like I'm audibly loud, but I'm also pretty good at blowjobs. But yeah, this look literally requires one eyeshadow palette, a lipstick. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and let's just start this party. Yeah, I impressed myself too. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually start out with my eyes, because when fallout happens, I would rather just wipe it off and cover it up instead of just spending time not allowing fallout. For my base, I'm going to be using this MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and I'm applying this with my finger because fast fall face. Also, laziness. Once that's done, the palette that I'm going to be using is this Mi Vida Loca palette by Kat Von D. All that you're really looking for are matte nudes that match your skin tone. I am taking the whitest color that isn't actually just white. I'm putting this all over my lid just to set my base. I'm going to use this brown. Whatever amount feels cool. Follow your heart, follow your dreams, follow your eyeshadow. And just dump this all in my crease, living life to the fullest. I like to take a little bit of extra time though on the outer corner, kind of circle emotions, if you will, hula hoop circles, whatever you want to call them. And while you can pretty much slap this everywhere, I would try to, bare minimum, try and keep just your brow bone and the center bit of your lid clean, because that will add some dimension without actually having to add dimension. And then once you're done with that, we're gonna grab our last color, which is just a slightly darker, warmer brown. But this color I'm actually going to bring onto the lid down here. I'm using the same brush because it doesn't really matter. Bring this a little bit onto my lid, but then again, just kind of going in the crease. This look really isn't about the eyes as much as the lips. But really all we're trying to do is just bring some life, some dimension, really just so you don't have a flat face. So you could arguably put primer on, put foundation on, do the whole shebang. There's been plenty of points in my life where I'm like, if I'm putting eye makeup on, I'm putting all makeup on. But personally, I kind of like this look with a little bit more of a fresh, natural face that's not fresh or natural at all. So to do so, I'm going to be using this Illuminari Concealing Mineral Foundation. And I'm just going to take the tiniest dot of this. This is a foundation, technically, but I just like using it as a concealer, so grab whatever concealer you want, covering my under eye circles and any little dots or spots I got going. And again, just with those fingers, because I'm a classy lady. Especially if your skin tone is just a little more red, I find it's like, oh wow, look at this super clear spot. What is this natural skin tone of mine? I'm going to be applying this powder foundation by Alima Pure. It's really just a fairly light dusting over my face just to even everything out and make me look less like a mongrel. So grabbing whatever highlighter you want, this is the Anastasia Liquid Glow. This one is in the color Bronze. I'm going to be using this as partially contour, partially highlighter, and then go in with a real highlighter because I am going for an extra fresh, extra glowy fall face. Flashy fall face. So the actual highlighter I'm going to be using is again from Alima, and it is in Whisper. I'm just applying this to my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, my lips, really wherever your heart takes you. And lastly for my face, I'm using the Tarte blush in Potty. And the reason I've chosen this blush is because it's kind of like a nude and has more brown tones to it versus like a really peachy or pink blush, which I think just looks better with the overall look once we get there, once we're done 30 average years later. So the next couple steps are a little bit of a choose your own adventure. You can either just apply mascara, continue your freaky fast fall face, or you got a couple extra minutes handy. You can take a very tiny brush and with it pick up a little bit of a matte black eyeshadow. And with this, just draw on the very slightest essence of a wing. So you're not even really lining your eye, you really just want to go from the center of your lid over, making a very thin line so it doesn't just like nothing, what the junk? You know, instead it's just like, oh, what the junk? If you wanted to use actual liquid or pencil eyeliner, you could. I just think that the shadow is a little bit softer. It's just not quite as intense as like, oh, here's my eyes and my lips and also my face and personality. Hey. And when you're putting mascara on your bottom lashes, get your wand really close to your lash line and kind of wiggle it sideways, because this will almost line your eyes without actually having to line your eyes and spend the time doing that. There's also a nice balance between keeping your eyes bright and open and happy, but also still dark and sultry. And wow, we're almost done. So if you have a more elaborate brow routine, feel free to do this. I length. And I'm just gonna go with the quickest thing physically possible. Using this Anastasia brow pencil, I'm just very quickly going to fill in my brows, brush them out, and call that a day. Foolish fall face. Here I am. But now it is time for the actual enchilada. I was gonna say entire tostada, but none of those things make sense. So the whole fall part, and also what makes this more of a look, is lipstick. I'm using this Too Faced Melted Chocolate lipstick because I'm here for the freaky fall face. And once that's on, you're done! And that is my super fast fall makeup face high life. You've heard enough of this. I'm sorry. But that's everything for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that this potentially benefited you, even if it was just wasting 10 minutes of your life. Go light a fall candle, put a pumpkin out, and have a nice day. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Consider this an invitation to my gangster name.